Now we move on to our next topic, which is digestion in humans. We take in food through the mouth, digest, and then utilize it for the different purposes, whatever the functions we are doing in our day-to-day life. Okay, now what happens to the unused parts of the food? It gets defecated. What do you mean by defecated? It means it will be removed from our body, which is not used. Okay. Now what have you ever wondered what happens to the food inside the body? The food passes through a continuous canal. Okay, it is a it is a pipe like structure where it is a continuously canal which begins at buccal cavity and ends at the anus. Okay, now here I will show you and make you understand it properly. See, from here it is your buccal cavity. From mouth the buccal cavity starts. It travels through this food pipe which is known as esophagus. What we call this food pipe, it is known as esophagus. Then from here it goes into the stomach, then small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and from anus the whole unused part comes out of the body. Okay, so here what it was saying that that the food passes through a continuous canal. Here in the figure 2.2 it was given, and figure 2.2 is very important. You have to draw it in your notebook. Okay, I will provide in your written notes also which figure you have to draw in your notebook. Okay, now what happens, which begins at the buccal cavity and ends at the anus. Okay, the canal can be divided into various compartments. Okay, this whole canal is divided into various compartments. First is buccal cavity, second is food pipe or esophagus, third is stomach, fourth is your small intestine, fifth is your large intestine, ending in the rectum and the anus. Okay, if it is not a very long path. These parts together form the alimentary canal. What we call this whole parts, this together form a alimentary canal, or we can say it as digestive tracts. Okay, now what happens, the food components gradually gets digested as food travels through the various compartments. The inner walls of the stomach and the small intestines and various glands associated within canals such as salivary glands, the liver, and the pancreas secrete digestive juices. Okay, so here through this digestive tracts we have studied about digestive tracts. What are the digestive tracts? Buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine and your large intestine. Now there are some glands which is associated with it. See, here you see salivary gland, here you see liver, and here you can see pancreas. Now what these glands do, in these glands they contain digestive juices. Now what this digestive juice does, this digestive juice convert that complex substance into the simpler ones. We have studied already in our earlier topic that complex substances such as carbohydrates get converted into simpler substances. We can't take it normally. Okay, so the digestive tract and the associated gland together constitute this whole digestive tract, and these glands together form human digestive system. Okay, now how every part functions properly, let us discuss about it. Okay, the first is the mouth and the buccal cavity. Okay, what is the buccal cavity part? Your mouth. Food is taken into the body through the mouth. We all know the food is taken into the body through mouth. The process of taking food into the body is called ingestion. The process of taking in food is called ingestion. Okay, we chew the food with the teeth and break it down mechanically into small pieces. We chew with the help of teeth and break it down. Okay, each tooth is rooted in separate socket in the gums. You all know our gums in which teeth are joint. Okay, and every teeth is having our teeth vary in appearance and perform different functions. Every teeth is having different function. Okay, know this. Here the figure of the teeth is given in 2.3, arrangement of teeth and different types of teeth: molar, premolar, canines, and incisors. These are the incisors, these are canines, these are premolar, these are molar, and they are in activity 2.2. What you have to do in activity 2.2, wash your hand. Now look into the mirror and count your teeth with use your index finger to feel the teeth. How many kinds of teeth could you find? Take a piece of an apple or bread and eat it. Which teeth you use for biting and cutting, and which ones for piercing and tearing? You also find that the ones that are used for chewing and grinding. Okay, cutting and biting of teeth, piercing and chewing and grinding of teeth. So the teeth which is used for chewing and grinding is your molars and premolars. Okay, canine and incisors are used for biting and piercing. Okay, understood this? Okay, now what this blue box is saying, it says from when an infant is born, and after some in some months the teeth gets growth into the human body. That teeth which gets fall off during the age between 6 to 8, that teeth is known as milk teeth, which are not permanent. After that, the second set that replaces them are known as permanent teeth, and the permanent teeth may last throughout the life or fall off during the old age or due to some dental disease. Okay, now what it was saying, our mouth also has salivary glands. We have seen in our figure that mouth also has salivary glands which secrete saliva. Now what is the action of saliva of food? We'll study in our next class. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.